What time is it, babe?
Oh,
Early. 6 a.m. The day after my show, after going to bed at like 11 p.m.
the record show you said yesterday. We might not do cardio. I'll see how you feel in the morning if you want to stay up. That wasn't the case.
I was up. I woke at like 4 a.m. as normal, and I had work to do, so I started doing my work, and then it got to like 5:30. I was like, will I wake him? Will I not? I did wake you nicely. Yeah. No, we need to. We've got so much stuff to do today, so we need to go and do.
We've got so much stuff. All the moving about. Do you know what we need? We need to do cardio on top of that.
It's not really cardio. I want to go and get some steps. I need to go move my legs. You like your cardio. You like your cardio in the morning. But what we don't have to do is check in. Don't have to check in. First day in however many weeks. I'm not doing a daily check-in. But check-ins are pretty much all done. We're going to go and do some steps. I'm doing steps. Darren's doing cardio. And then we're going to go and train legs this morning, which I'm looking forward to. And then we've got some fun things to do today. So this is going to be the opening of a New York City fun vlog. Starting with Darren's cardio, which he's not happy with. We've been to the gym, done my steps. Darren did cardio, reluctantly. And now it is 8 a.m. and I'm getting in a similar meal that I've had pretty much the entire time we've been here, but just not this crazy feed-up diet. So I've just gone for 40 grams cream of rice, 100 grams of blueberries because I've actually missed my berries. And then I've got a whey paste that is made from the Axe and Sledge free sachet. Everything chocolate, all about chocolate, something I got from Pittsburgh. So I made up that into a whey paste. It tastes pretty bomb. And then 10 grams of cashew butter. Coffee, water. This is going to be my pre-workout for legs today. Pre-workout is had on the sofa, just finishing up some form analysis with clients. And yesterday when we got back, we did actually order some food because we were on the road and didn't get home till about 10 and I was hungry. And I'd had so much like sweet stuff. I was like, I fancy something savory. And then one of the other competitors put it in my head, was like, I'm going for a burger. I was like, I haven't had a burger in about a year. So I went straight onto DoorDash and I was like, what can I find that looks pretty decent? We had about an hour drive back. So ordered some burgers from a place called Burgerology, which I imagine is only on Long Island. I don't know if it's in New York as well. So I'll post a picture here so you can see what we ordered. The burger was amazing. The fries were great. The truffle mac and cheese was more like a carbonara. I had a few bites and I was like, no. And then we did have a special delivery at the show venue from Mike, who is an IFBB pro, who I met at Pittsburgh. And he's the brother of Nicole. Zenobia, thank you. I was like, Queen of Zenobia, she's on Instagram, I'm sure. But yeah, Nicole's brother. So I met him at Pittsburgh and he was like, I'm getting the girls Cinnabons. Do you want a Cinnabon? I was like, no, I'm all good. And then on Instagram, he sent me the menu and was like, there's these. And I was like, oh, a pistachio one looks amazing. And then he basically came to the venue when I was competing and delivered it to Darren and was like, there's a pistachio one there and a caramel pecan one. So I'm going to say Darren and I shared them. We didn't really share them. He had one bite and then I ate the rest. But I slept really well. My body weight is up this morning, as expected, up to 150.3. But pre-workout meal is in. I'm not skipping any meals. I'm having my pre-workout, post-workout meal. And then after we've done training, we are going to see Darren's family. We're going for a family lunch in Port Washington, which I'm really looking forward to. And then we've got our Yankees game this evening. So a busy old day. So pre and post workout will go in, lunch off plan, and then I don't know what we're going to do at the Yankees game. I'm more concerned about how we're going to get into the stadium from here and navigate trains and subway. But first things first, finish up work and then we are going to train next.
Let's see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah. I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Walk with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on to the next. Whip this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure.
Awesome leg session, nothing to failure, just 2 sets, 12 to 15 reps on everything. But I was just saying to Darren, I can't believe at 9:30 a.m. on a Sunday, it's absolutely rammo in there. It's busy all the time, and it's like a really friendly crowd. Everybody knows each other, everyone's just in there training hard. It's mad. I've never been in a gym like it before in my life, and we've travelled all over the world and been to so many of the big gyms.
Like, they start talking to you randomly.
Yeah.
I was on Smith bench, and some old dude was like, "Do you want a spot?" I said, "No, I'm okay," but like, you wouldn't get that most places.
No.
He just walked over from his set and was like, "Do you want a spot?"
Yeah, same with me. I had 3 girls talk to me today. I was like, this is such a nice gym. I'm gonna miss it. And now, just coming up to 11, this is my idea of post-workout heaven. 250 grams of cooked weight rice, 100 grams of prawns, 50 grams of pineapple, and of course, my truffle sauce on top. Like, no fancy bits, no squares, bars, no extra rice cakes or dates, just prawns, rice, pineapple, and hot sauce. Like, yum. A couple of hours later, showered, hair washed, Beck's curls are back, and we have a dress on. Time to go out for lunch. That actually looks like proper grilled octopus. And it's a fully Greek restaurant. I'm going to tell my mum that you brought us here. She's going to be delighted. That was such a lovely lunch and couldn't have been a more perfect restaurant to go to. The Cove and Oyster Bar down in the Cove was just, I think it's called Glen Cove, the place. Basically, Darren's sister booked it for us and was like, how about this restaurant for post-show brunch on Sunday? And I was like, oh, I'd found another restaurant. And then she shared it with me and I was like, looks like it's a Greek restaurant. And it fully was. Like, they were playing Greek music. They had all of the Greek meze food that I love. And so, yeah, that was such a nice lunch. But quick outfit change because we're now heading to our very first Yankees game. I'm buzzing. I'll show you my outfit now. You're gonna love this. Oh my goodness. So basically, Darren bought us jerseys. So we are gonna be matching jersey wankers. He's got one, I've got one. I've got a pair of shorts on. Got my bum bag, because you can't take a bag in that's more than 16 inches or something. And obviously I want to put this camera in, it's so tiny, I think I could probably sneak it in and film some bits. And then, yeah, we're gonna go and watch the Yankees game, 3-day series, 3rd game versus the Mets. I've never watched a baseball game in my life. I have no idea what to expect. We're just going to roll with it. It's going to be fun. All right, we can do this. Let's figure it out. We want a round trip, yeah? To another station. We want Grand Central. Peak round trip, off peak.
Yeah.
And adult 2, $43. Press to continue. Known tickets. Only ticket and Metro card. Tickets only?
Yeah.
ATM credit card?
No ATM.
Oh, same. Follow instructions on the terminal. Approved. That's nice.
Do you want the receipt?
4:30 bells. Alright, not too shabby. We figured it out. Now we just got to figure out what platform. Oh, it's a wedding. That's what's happening. Meanwhile, we are on a platform, trying to figure out how to get into New York. We got this. We made it. Grand Central Station.
Stupid tourists.
But we just followed everybody that's in the jerseys, so that kind of helped. And found a ticket machine to buy a train ticket for the Hudson line. So we're now just heading to track 114 to head to Yankees E 153rd Street. So if anyone's watching from New York, we are total newbies, but we made it. And the train leaves in a few minutes, and hopefully we will get to the stadium. Oh, this is the one we want. Yes, let's get on it. Let's get on. Yeah. Eek. We're on. Sweet. Oof. Oh. We did it. Steep stairs. Aren't they?
I wouldn't anyway.
We're definitely heading in the right direction. There's a lot of Yankees fans and a lot of Mets fans.
Tickets, guys. You need tickets, buddy? Tickets.
This is wild. Oh my god. So many people. I think there's more people here than there was at the basketball game that we went to, football game we went to in Texas. Woo. It's dry, it's windy, but it's all good. The sun is out. I have no idea where we're going. So we didn't have to queue, and we do have access to the Jim Beam suite. And I think we're probably just going to go straight back in there because there's food in there. And I think we're going to get a hot dog. Darren wants a hot dog. So in true baseball fashion, a hot sausage. How's your sweet sausage? Darren's gone for a sweet Italian sausage. I've gone for the hot one, obviously, because I like hot things. It's pretty decent. Alright, babe. You did good with these things. They're pretty freaking decent. Considering I have no idea how this game runs, we're literally sat right in front of the pitch. It's pretty cool. And we have leather seats, access to a lounge, free popcorn if we want. We just had a hot dog. We feel like that's the thing to do. And now we're going to watch some baseball. And Darren's scared of heights. You don't like that bit down there? No. He says he wouldn't sit in these seats. He says no way. It's too close to the edge. Well, that was a very enjoyable experience, something very new for us, attending a baseball game. And what a game, like awesome, but flipping heck, that was a late night. I think we got to bed about 11, half 11, something like that, and it's now 6:45. We've not had very much sleep. I'm downing a coffee. We're about to head on the road again now and get back to the train station, back into Grand Central to go and meet our tour guide in New York City for our New York City tour. And I'm hoping that he's going to show up. I've messaged him and he hasn't responded, but we have a whole tour planned for today. So for most of the morning, we're with this guy, and then the afternoon, I've got other bits and pieces planned. But coffee is being downed, no breakfast is being had yet. We will eat something when we get into New York City, but back on the road again for our next adventure, and let's see how much we can film, what I can share with you guys, and let's go. We made it. We are currently on Madison Avenue, about to walk up towards Central Park to go and meet our tour guide. But first stop, Starbucks. Darren was just saying, I think it's very obvious that I'm a tourist. Oh, Bex, that's our order. I'm in like shorts and t-shirt, and everyone here is in their business attire getting ready for work. They're like, it's cold in the morning.
Lives on the Upper West. Yoko Ono has an apartment at the Dakota. Yeah, so you have a lot of fancy apartment buildings like that on the Upper West Side.
So we've just met our tour guide, Timothy.
Hello, guys.
Timothy or Tim?
Tim from New York.
New York, born and bred.
That's it. Tim
And-
Tours NYC. Plug myself. I gotta.
Oh,
give myself.
100%. I'll
There
put
we
it
go.
all down in the description below.
Hopefully she'll like the tour, so you'll know in about 3 hours. Check back in 3 hours.
But we are starting off in Central Park in one of the most beautiful spots that Timothy recommends we stand by, and it is gorgeous here. And it is a beautiful day. We've been so lucky with the weather. It's been rainy like the last week.
It was very rainy.
Oh.
Today is like the perfect day for a tour.
Amazing.
Perfect day for a tour.
Is that actually someone fishing?
Yeah, people go fishing here.
No
You're
way.
technically not supposed to.
Oh, no way.
You're really not supposed to unless you have a special permit from the city or something for recreation. But
No one's gonna come and
one's
stop
gonna
them.
come. No.
But this huge, vast space in the middle of the city, how? How is that
good
even
question.
possible?
So the history of it. So basically, what happened was New York City started way down south by Wall Street, right?
Yeah.
And by that was back in, let's say, the early 1600s, 1625. The Dutch came in and founded what was called
Days of Boat. What?
Oh, wow.
change these flowers every couple of days. So if you come back in a couple of days from now, it'll be a completely different arrangement.
Imagine being the person that gets to design that and be like, oh, I get to do the Tuesday display or whatever it is.
Every day, every change is more beautiful than the last. It's just, everyone is so happy. This is all original, 1907.
None of it's changed.
I mean, they have some changes in some parts of the hotel. They made some of it into condos. But
I would
most of
imagine
it-
like all the bedrooms are really like traditional and like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like nothing.
They've tried to keep it as original as possible.
I haven't had an afternoon tea in years. And there's artwork on the walls as well.
Yes, he does. His brother just won like best supporting actor for a movie.
That's the Home Alone hats. That's actually brilliant.
Isn't that cool? That clock is actually the oldest public clock in New York. Goes back to 1843 at their original location, which was on Broadway, and they moved here in 1940. So that's technically the oldest public clock. So, St. Patrick's Cathedral, you're looking at the most famous church in New York City. Construction began in 1858 and it was completed in 1879. It's a Catholic church. It's been visited by not less than 4 different popes. So if you look at the plaques on the front of the church, Each plaque has the date and the name of the Pope who visited and what prayers they did.
So we've just done a little bit in Central Park, 5th Avenue. We are liking our tour guide so far. He's just left us at St. Patrick's Cathedral, and Darren's actually looking behind me at the Nike store. I wonder if you can see it there. There it is. How many floors, babe?
5.
He wants to go into the Nike store. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I think we're on to Rockefeller Center next. But the sun is now coming out. It's an absolutely beautiful day here in New York. I just need to warm up, and I need something to eat. I really, really want a bagel. I don't know where I'm going to find one. Okay, so Timothy's telling us
We're talking about bagels.
We are talking about bagels.
Bagels. One of the things you have to do in New York, if you're coming to New York, you got to try a New York bagel. So the question was like, what's my go-to? What's my favorite bagel? There's no right answer to this, by the way, because everybody's different. Okay? Everybody's different. You ask 2 New Yorkers, they're going to give you 3 different opinions about what kind of bagel. But my favorites, I guess I have 2. One would be an everything bagel.
Yes, that's the one I was looking at.
An everything bagel.
And describe it for the viewers.
It's basically a bagel with like not just, you might get like a poppy seed or sesame. This is like onion, poppy seeds, sesame seeds, literally like everything possible on the same bagel.
Bread. Yep.
So what I like is the everything bagel. I like it with scallion or olive cream cheese.
Oh.
You got to get lox. Now lox are a type of smoked salmon. All right, you got to get LOX, not like lox like your door. All right, so scallion or olive cream cheese with lox. Now I'm a little nutty, but I like pickles.
Yes,
I like the way
capers
could go with it, and that would be my number 1 go-to. My second choice would be also an everything bagel, but this time I would go with lox spread. So it's like a cream cheese with like the lox kind of taste in it. And I'll do that with lettuce and onions, salt and pepper.
Oh my God.
But everybody's different, so remember, whatever you like, you get it. Just make sure you get a New York bagel when you come to New York.
So we're walking to Esther Bagel. We're gonna go and get one of those bagels. Sick.
We'll let you know.
Another New Yorker telling us this is what we're gonna do.
A Long Islander.
Oh, that's literally where we're staying. We're staying in Long Island.
Oh, yeah.
Everything bagel.
I love the city. New York has the best bagels.
Yes, it does.
People from down south used to come up and buy the bagels and freeze them.
Love that.
You guys.
This place is wild. The queue is out the door, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. New York.
That's so ubiquitous in New York, right?
Right. Okay, we are doing this. Everything bagel. Oh my God, wow. Look at the seeds. This looks unreal. What's your saying, babe? Oh my word. That salmon is so fresh. That is so fresh. Onions, capers, lettuce, and that green cheese. Wow.
Why is it called lox? Why is it called lox?
Why is it called lox?
That's a good one. You stumped me. I don't know. That's just what we always called it. LOX.
Serious fire. The crunch on the lettuce. It's, oh my goodness.
There have been different theories why New York has like such good bagels. One of them is it's in the water. The water, because the big bagels have to use water.
Do you think?
Yeah. And New York has a really good water supply, so that's pretty good. I don't know. I just think it's like it's a New York institution, and we know what we're doing.
You know what you're doing when it comes to bagels. Unreal. Unreal, guys. That's a bagel.
It's Christmas time. But let's walk down to the where they have the Christmas tree. And each one of them is a different aquatic creature, right? So you have the fish, you can see a shark, turtles.
And why is it called Rockefeller Center?
Named after the guy who built it, John D. Rockefeller Jr. This fellow right over here, John D. Rockefeller Jr. He built the place.
And was it always with the purpose of entertainment?
So no, good question. So Rockefeller Center was built between 1931 and 1939. It was built during the Great Depression, so it was, times were tough back then. Rockefeller was one of the richest men in the world. He had the money to do it. All right, so this is the Diamond District, 47th Street. So if you go to Fifth Avenue, where we were earlier, we saw Cartier, we saw Tiffany's. You pay retail. But if you're smart, you're coming to New York, you have a wedding or an anniversary coming up or something, you want to get some...
Oh, like a 10-year wedding anniversary next year, and, an eternity wedding band might be on order.
There you go. So what you want to do is come to the Diamond District because you can haggle with them. You can haggle. The first price they give you, if you take that price, they think you're an idiot, okay? Make sure you bargain with them, you haggle with them, you're gonna get a really good deal, as opposed to Tiffany's or Cartier, you're paying retail. The other thing about the Diamond District, if you saw the movie Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler, great movie. It was not a comedy, because you think of Adam Sandler for like comedy. It was not a comedy, it was based on a true story about a robbery and a murder that took place in the Diamond District. Sure enough, every couple of years I do hear about robberies that take place in the Diamond District. I think it was last year, there's a guy on the block, he's known by the name Benny the Jeweler, and Benny the Jeweler was robbed of like $1 million last Christmas. So like every few years you hear about these robberies in the Diamond District.
So it still happens?
Still happens from time to time. Like, I forget who it was down here in Bryant Park, and the thing was to throw the football and see if he could catch it.
Probably Eli Manning.
Maybe it was Eli.
He was the Jets quarterback.
Yeah, maybe it was Eli. And he threw it down here.
It looks like an iron.
Oh, the Flatiron Building. Yeah, it actually literally does look like an iron. Right now it's under renovation, so it's not worth going to look at because it's like got all that ugly scaffolding. But yeah, it literally looks like a...
You can see that from Times Square, though, isn't it? Somewhere
not quite, no. You have to go closer. It's 23rd Street. Yeah. Gutenberg Bible, one of the original Gutenberg Bibles. Wow.
From Harrods.
Felt like, I don't know, Buckingham Palace or something, which he called his summer cottage.
That's insane. And then what are all these photos on the walls?
Just various famous people over the years that come by and...
What, had a drink here before getting on a train?
And I just kind of like the ambiance in here, I find it to be kind of, because you have all the boys out there.
So we've just finished off in Grand Central, like the Grand Central I was expecting to see, like the original building. And we said goodbye to our tour guide, Timothy. Babe, what did you think of him?
He was lovely. He was really good.
He was really good.
Really nice guy.
Really nice. Super knowledgeable.
Proper, as I said, he's New York born and bred, so he knew everything.
And I love the fact that he agreed with my Essa bagel. He was like, that is one of the best bagel places he definitely thinks we should go and get a slice of Joe's Pizza and Katz Delicatessen as well later. So he agrees with my recommendations or my suggestions for food and my research. The rest of the itinerary that I've planned he thinks is good. So we're just heading off now to the Empire State Building next to carry on the rest of our tour ourselves.
You're going to go to your left and go all the way around to go up to 86.
Please exit left.
Hello, left side. Have a good one. Enjoy visit, okay?
The hardest decision. Which one will he choose? You wouldn't let me buy another mug. I saw a really sick mug, but no. Darren's straight in. Right, come on. Which one? Because we need to eat again. I'm hungry. No. I think this one. Yeah. Done. You getting both?
Yeah, it's for Milo.
It's for Milo. Okay, trade-off. Yeah. Switch one of your magnets for an ornament for our tree, because that is a tradition. But not the yellow taxi, because the yellow taxis don't look like that anymore. Alright. I would say, like, the traditional one there. The wreath with the Empire State Building, or this one. That's similar to the magnet. That's what I thought, one like that. Done. Oh my gosh. Santa's Dream World, and there's 50% off. Darren won't let me in. No! Right or left? Right. Oh, okay. We did just, however, walk into Macy's, which is the biggest department store in the world. You can buy anything from a piano to a wedding dress in there if you wanted. But we walked in and then we were like, this place is too big. We're just gonna walk straight out. It's not a vibe for us. It's too big. So we're now just taking another short stroll down towards Times Square, because that's the next thing on my list. And everyone says you should see Times Square in the evening, but look, we've been in central New York since 9 a.m. I'm not staying till 8:30 to just see Times Square at night time. Now, we can see it in the day, it's absolutely fine. And we are definitely going to grab a slice of pizza when we're there. This is the queue for Joe's Pizza. Out the door, on the street, but we're in it. We've been queuing for 15 minutes. We're almost towards the front of the outside queue, and then we will be inside. Check it out! Okay, so it took us about 20 minutes to queue. But I bet it's worth it. First bite of Joe's Pizza, traditional New York style pizza. Oh my god. And my first slice of pizza in about a year. That is unreal. So good. 10 out of 10. For a thin pizza, amazing. Alright babe, let me get you one there. What do you rate? What do you reckon?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, why?
It's not like any other pizza we've ever had.
Ever. Tomato base, light cheese, pepperoni,
Really flavorful.
flavoursome, crispy cooked, light base. It doesn't taste like it's really dense or
No.
it's so light. 10 out of 10. Time to get on the subway. Darren and I trying to navigate the subway. I think we should just ask someone if it starts at Portland Street. Yeah, then let's get on this one then.
Right, 11 stops.
11 stops, easy. So we are now in what used to be the World Trade Center, and we're gonna head towards the 9/11 Memorial, which I feel is gonna be a little bit weird to vlog, but let's see. But first, Darren has come into Kingdom of Sweets. You do this all the time. You come into the sweet stores, but then you never buy anything. Gummy champagne fun bears. What? Fishy friends.
There's no like mixed.
What?
There's no like mixed.
Oh, you want pick a mix? What? I don't know. What is a Bourneville finger? Uh-oh, he's found something. A challenge. Extreme warheads. No. What's the challenge then?
You can last the longest within the mouth.
Well, that would be me. Of course, that would be me. No, chili one. Spicy worms. Pineapple rings. Brooklyn Bridge, baby. It's quite a structure. And it's interesting to see the view of New York from the bridge versus the Empire State Building. I think I prefer it lower down, to be honest. And everybody's on here. And everybody is a tourist or here taking a photo. I don't think this is a bridge that people commute on at all. It's more a case of everyone's coming on it to take a photo. There's people that just graduated. We saw a couple that got married to come to take photos here. Obviously lots of tourists like us. But now we are properly pooped. We have been in New York City since 9 a.m. It's just gone 4 p.m. I think one last stop, one last food stop, and then it's time to make our way home. We're not doing Statue of Liberty, absolutely not. We're gonna get back on the subway, head to our last food stop, and then it will be back to Long Island for sure. And yes, I bought an I Love New York jumper because if you can't already tell, it's freaking windy and cold. Lower East Side, heading to a place called Katz Delicatessen. And I have Natalie to thank for this. Devon's mum. And we're in another queue. But this is why. Oh, no way, thank you.
Ciego. No va a conocer nada.
How good is that?
Yes, sir. Can I get the on both sides?
Oh, mustard?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
First things first, a pickle. Go on, you try it first. Just a pickle? Is it a good pickle?
It's pretty sour.
Let me try. And yes, we are sitting on a park bench. That's a cucumber.
That's nicer.
Mm. Save them for after. You're gonna want them to cleanse the palate. Whoa, this is what we're talking about. Ridiculous amount of meat. You gotta mind my tanned hands. I don't even know if I can get this on camera because we're literally sitting on a park bench. But we will give it a go. Just lost a bit of meat, but that is good pastrami. Wow. Thanks for the recommendation, guys. I need to eat this up. We literally have had not very much to eat all day. A bagel, a slice of pizza, and now this. And it's very messy and greasy. So we're gonna eat this up now, and then I'll catch you guys when we are back in our apartment later, because we're gonna eat. It's about 5 o'clock now. Make our way back to Grand Central Terminal, and then on our Long Island Railroad train back to Long Island. Oh my goodness. We literally left this place 12 hours ago. And we are now back from our mega tour of New York. Overall, babe, I have 4% left on this battery. Tell me, how was it for you?
Very good.
Very good. Are you dead?
Yeah.
26,000 steps later. We are absolutely dead. Absolutely dead. But it was a very enjoyable trip, as you probably have seen. We did an awful lot in that time, probably too much in one day. But we had no other choice. Like, we literally fly home tomorrow, and there were so many things that I wanted to see and do, and everything that was on my itinerary got ticked off, bar the Statue of Liberty. And for those of you that are wondering, the 3 food places that we tried, I asked Darren on the way back. Bagel, 10 out of 10. Better than expected. Essa Bagel bangs. Joe's Pizza, he says 9 out of 10, simply because it wasn't as good as the bagel, but it was amazing. And then the sandwich from Katz, we both kind of rated it like 7 or 8 out of 10, simply because it was a really good sandwich, but it was about $30 for a sandwich. That's a lot.
For breads and meat.
For bread and meat. And no fries and no drink or nothing with it. And because they had an event on, they were literally kicking us out, so it was like takeout only, which was why we were sitting and eating it on a park bench. But it was delicious. I would highly recommend it, but it would be nice to be able to sit down in the restaurant and actually have it properly. But we're going to close off the vlog here because we both need to go in and finish check-ins, and then we need to get ready to pack because we are leaving tomorrow. But I hope you enjoyed our fun time in New York. Lots has been had, done and enjoyed. And the next time you see me, we will be back in Dubai, back to our normal routine, and an update with where we are moving forward in my recovery phase and into my next improvement season. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought. As always, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.